Worst pickup welcome, guys. I am Dan. This is another pickup show of all sorts of media varieties. This week we have a package from my buddy John. He sent it down from Maine. It made it all the way to New Hampshire to me. I've gone through some of the stuff already. This is another section of stuff, and there'll be a little bit more for a special episode later down the road. But we got a lot of stuff to get to. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes here. We're gonna chit chat. We're gonna hang out a little bit, let people get in to hang out. There's a lot of toys here, a lot of stuff that I'm familiar with, a lot of stuff I'm not familiar with. So maybe you guys can help me out. John's already in the house. We got Lincoln in the house. Hey, Lincoln. Glad you can make it and hang out a little bit here. Yeah, we got some really fun stuff. And you know what? The first thing I'm going to show is this sticker from 99 Rock. So this is this is the local rock radio station in the Upper Valley where I grew up. John, obviously, John, is this an old sticker? Is this something that you just got? I don't know. I don't know how that works. But 99 Rock was big for me growing up. There was a couple of really special shows on there and exposed me to all kinds of great music, obviously, and classic rock, because that's what it was known for. So that's a great start right there, really. You know, you can't go wrong. John sent down a Patriots, I guess it's a vanity plate. Champs. We're looking forward to this year's season too. We don't know what's going to happen yet. We got a, second-year quarterback. We got a shitty defense. That's what we know so far. John sent down a bunch of comic books. He sent these before, so he must be getting these and, reading them up and then sending them down. This is Three Stooges, Curse of Frankenstooge. And look at that cover right there. How cool is that? I love the Three Stooges so much. I really do. We got SpongeBob, number 62. Love me some SpongeBob too, especially like the first 3 or 4 seasons of SpongeBob. How good. We got another Curse of Frankenstooge. Once again, look at that cover. So awesome. It looks like we got some sort of special edition. I don't know if this is like the first edition or something, but usually that is, it happens, I guess. They go with like a blank cover. We got a Walking Dead comic. Always so awesome too. That new season of Walking Dead's on point. Like it's really good. And then this is Three Stooges 3D. Look at that. Awesome. So we got a great start right there. We got a nostalgic sticker right there. We got it all. And Lincoln's saying, because I worked with Lincoln today. I was working with him. He works side by side with me in the prep department. And I put him on the fucking butter trays, is right. I'm gonna make him the greatest butter trayer of all time. That's what I'm gonna do for Lincoln. That's what I'm gonna do for you, Lincoln. Back at it. What did John send? He sent down a Captain America action figure. This is one of those oversized ones. I've been finding these left and right, guys. Because I got Deadpool over here, I got Iron Man, I got Thor, I got Hulk. Good timing on this. Really good timing. Awesome. Still has a shield. Love it. Thank you. Those are good movies too. Even though Lincoln, who's in the chat now, has never seen a superhero movie. Tell me that's not insane. Oh, wait a minute here. Lincoln, I was a Cartoon Network kid, so I never watched SpongeBob. Shit looks stupid. Oh, come on now, Lincoln. We're going to have to talk about this tomorrow. SpongeBob is wonderful. Cartoon Network's good too, though. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool, actually. We got the Mystery Machine. But like this is the updated version right here, guys. Because I have an older one of these that came out years back, but it was nowhere near this. This is like the deluxe model. It's got the surfboards, the lights. I think I got to change the batteries, but the lights do come on. So this is a big upgrade right here. Love it. And on top of that, there's a bunch of Scooby-Doo figures, which Scooby-Doo stuff, Hanna-Barbera, I'm all for it. And the first thing that I noticed that he had sent down were these, let me see. We got the villains, the Scooby-Doo villains here. Like these are classic. These are really well made too. Look at that. Just classic figures. I love it. I love it so much. We got Dick Dastardly, which come on now, that, and Muttley. Man, John, these are cool. These are front and center display pieces right here. And they were obviously on Wacky Races and stuff like that. Big fan of those. We got more. See, I think some of these must be from like the modern line and some kind of from like a vintage line is what I'm seeing. Then there's like these superhero Scooby-Doo, which I'm pretty sure this is Fred. I could be wrong, unless I'm completely mistaken here. Because then you have like Scooby as kind of like, you know, a superhero. Then you have Scooby, just the standard. That's a great looking figure too. I think I'm right on this. I think I'm right. So yeah, the classic Scooby-Doo, can't go wrong on that, really. And Lincoln says, yeah, classic Scooby-Doo is so nostalgic for me. Same deal. It really, really is. It's one of those memories I have with my mother when I was a kid. You know, I was 5 years old. I remember watching it with my mom, and she was obviously a big fan of it. So I'm assuming she grew up with it as well. So it was, you know, it was nice. It was one of those things we both could watch and really enjoy. All right, what else do we have here? We're gonna keep it going with some figures here because there's a bunch. This one's so cool too. I remember seeing this at GameStop when it first came out, and this is a Scrooge McDuck here. Beautiful figure. Good detail. Love it. We got one from Kingdom Hearts. Got a Goofy here. You can tell he's got the oversized pants, articulating hands. Really, really well done. I remember seeing this at GameStop as well. There was a whole line, obviously, from Kingdom Hearts 3. Awesome. We got a Spoonie. I have a little Spoonie over on the shelf, but this one's way cooler. Way cooler. Love that too. What a design, right? Character-wise. Can't go wrong. We got a Patrick keychain. Love it. Ooh. Ren and Stimpy. We got Toast Man. Come on now. Like, I think I have this package sealed up. I got that this was part of. Tell me those aren't awesome. Super cool. So I'm glad mine are packed up. Like, I didn't want to open them up, but now you get to display them that way. So really good. Hey, John. Just going through the old box here you sent down. Got a Christmas Scooby plushie here. Very cool. We got a bunch of pops, right? We got a Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. So anything that ties in with Winnie the Pooh. I got a little collection over there, a little shrine to Winnie the Pooh. So that will go right down there. We got a Crash. Very interesting figure here. These pop figures, they make so many different variants and stuff. It's hard to keep track. It really is. Got a Sonic pop. That's a great looking pop. It's got a little ring there. That one's awesome. Remind me, guys. I don't even what are the bears from? You're gonna say it in the comments, and I'll be like, yeah, all right, I know what you're talking about. But at this time, these bears have drawn a blank on me right now. More Disney stuff. Those are awesome. Toy Story. I mean, that's a great pop right there. With Santa, I'm assuming that's the Tim Allen pop right there. Pretty sure. And Preston saying we bears, I think. Okay. I trust that, Preston. I've never heard of that, but I'm assuming that you would be more in touch with that than I would. So thank you for that information, Preston. I hope all is well. Oh, this is cool. Wreck-It Ralph. What a great movie. The first one. I haven't seen the second Wreck-It Ralph, which I need to. But the first one, phenomenal. So anything connected to Wreck-It Ralph, I'm on board. John saying, yes, we bears. Should I know we bears? Like I feel like, am I missing something? Is it like one of those things where it's like geared towards the younger kids and it's kind of a happening thing at the moment? Some more Disney stuff here. What else we got? Pop Mania over here. We got pops for days. Days, guys. Pops and pops and pops. Let's see here. Preston says it's a show on Cartoon Network that I've only seen clips of. I don't care about the CN nearly as much as I used to. Yeah, that goes without saying. As we get older, sometimes things change a little bit. They evolve, so it doesn't always appeal to us. But at the same time, it's definitely appealing to someone, I guess. John saying young kid stuff. Yeah. Gotcha. Another great looking pop. And then we have this Buzz. So it's weird when they make the kind of like pop style figures, but they're not pops, but they're the same size as pops, but it's a Buzz. Very cool. So that wraps it up for the figures right there. So a lot of good stuff. I'm pumped to the Mystery Machine. Definitely the highlight. Well, I can see the display on the shelf. It's going to look good. Light it all up. Going to love it. Got some plushies here. First, I love Christmas plushies, especially like anything Rankin and Bass and in that style and the older stuff. So what we have here, Frosty the Snowman, obviously. So cool. Love it, love it, love it. I got a collection of well, I don't have any Frosty, so these are a first, but I do have Year Without Santa Claus stuff and Rudolph. So this will go nicely on the shelf over there, hanging out with those guys. Back in the day gamer, we're just going through a package my buddy John sent down, and just talking, hanging out, having a good time. Hope all's good up your way in Michigan there. Glad you're hanging out. some more plush. We got a Sonic plush. That's a good looking plush right there. That's gonna have to go over in the Nintendo pile over there. I got Nintendo plush for days, but Sonic's gonna be hanging out over there. This next one is like this like might be the highlight of the package, John. You nailed it. Now I'm curious where you got this. I'm curious how long you've had it. I'd love to know the backstory, but it's something I've always wanted. And this ties back to once again, watching a show with a family member. Growing up as a kid, I stayed with my grandmother a lot because my mom and dad, domestic, it was bad. It was bad. It was a bad place to be. So my grandmother was the safe place to be. And I remember watching this all the time with her. And this is Elf. So I've seen these before, not in the wild. I've seen obviously on other channels, people find them. You see them in photos on Facebook. I've never seen even the chance to even purchase one of these. So I'm curious, John, how long have you had it? Where did you get it? Because this is awesome. Easily the coolest thing you sent down. You guys, if you grew up in the 80s, you had to have watched Elf. I don't know if it holds up quite as well as I imagined it, because I've gone back, I've watched episodes. They're still fun, but I prefer to kind of leave it in the past on, me as a kid being like, this is the coolest show ever. But amazing. So thank you, John, for that. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. That Elf belonged to Erin, bro. She got it in 2008. I knew you would love it, bro. Yeah. I definitely love it. I'm assuming I loved it. This is one of those things. Was this from 2008? Or was this older when she got it? That's what I'm curious about, because I don't recall them kind of remaking Elf stuff, but maybe they did. Maybe I just was out of the loop, which I was back in 2008, 100%. I was not in the loop at all. So yeah, love it. Back in the day gamer, sleeves off. How's the workout going? Elf rocked. The workout, I worked out tonight. I get to work out like 2 or 3 times a week. It's good. It's not as good as when the pandemic was in its height and everyone was home. I was pumping iron every day. Now, I get it around work, which, it's hard. You work 50 hours a week. You really can't exercise on days you work more than, 10 hours, because it just makes no sense. So yeah, no, it's going good. How's your workout going? Hopefully, you're still working out. You got the baby now, so maybe you're not getting as much free time as you once did either. But yeah, the pipes are looking good. We got some. Let's see here. Sent down some T-shirts. We got all this is. Can you guys see this? That right there is a Billy Ray Cyrus 1998 tour T-shirt. It looks like. John, is this like OG right here? Is this like legit like Billy Ray Cyrus era, or is this like one of the ones that they remade? Because that mullet is on point. It's weird how Billy Ray Cyrus became this like cultural icon type of thing. I mean, it probably helped having his daughter be, a mega star too. Billy Ray has the mullet is on point. And John saying she loved it, but because she passed, I knew you would. It's true, John, and I do love it. So I'm glad I have something of hers in my possession as well. I know that can't be easy giving that stuff up either. Truly. So Billy Ray T-shirt to start the T-shirts. What else we got here? Oh, Tom and Jerry. I'm going to rock this shirt. I'm definitely going to rock this shirt. Probably cut the sleeves off. show the guns. That's a good shirt too. Awesome. Oh wow, John saying that Elf was from the time Elf was on. Yeah, that's what I thought. Looking at it, I'm like, that looks identical to the ones I recall, as a kid seeing. So awesome. And what was that 1985, 86, I do believe. I could be wrong. 87, somewhere in that. And the shirt, the Billy Ray, is an original. Wow. Now that's amazing. Moving on. What do we got next here? Oh, we got a controller, a Switch controller. We got one of the, I believe it's the A series that they make, the ones that you put the batteries in. It's not one of the ones that charges, but these are good. These are good controllers, and that's one of the limited Mario ones there. Love it. Thank you, John. This is cool too. What we have here is this is a Fender keychain holder, or I guess key holder. Yeah. So you got like little amp plugs. You plug in your keys. You get home from work, you just plug it right in. Look at that. It looks like a little Fender amp. Working hard on getting this house, guys. So this will be perfect to hang in the house. Hopefully next summer, if all goes well as planned. I've been working my butt off to try to make it happen. So yeah, I'm hopeful. Lincoln saying, love me some Tom and Jerry too. Yeah, you can't go wrong. I lucked out finding a lot of the Tom and Jerry stuff at the thrift, like the series stuff. Some of those are kind of costly and expensive and out of print at this point. Burt Reynolds Mustache, what's up? We're just hanging out, going through the package that John sent down and having a good time. John sent this. He had pointed this out. I didn't even know this existed. This is a Ernie Ball signature strings Slash. Look at that. You can see Slash on the cover there. Opens right up. Signature strings right there. I didn't know Slash rocked 11s right there. Ernie Ball 11s. The tin alone is killer. Look at that. I've lucked out. I've got to meet Slash on multiple occasions, at least 3 times, and I got to share the stage with Slash one time when the River City Rebels opened up for Velvet Revolver. So this is awesome. Love Slash. John, thank you so much. That's definitely gonna be on display. Next, I have a novelty string pack of Fender strings, but it came with a baseball, a Fender baseball, which I thought was one of the coolest things I've ever done too. Let's see here. We got some DVDs. We got a Blu-ray DVD combo pack here of New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, The Return of the Jedi. Oh, you know what? This is funny. This is funny because we were just talking about this at work. My buddy Lincoln, who's in the chat, who I work with, says he's never seen Star Wars. Never seen Star Wars? Lincoln, if I give this to you, will you watch it? Will you do that? I think it's only fair. John would want that. It's important. I try to watch these every 5-6 years, and it always feels good. Thanks, John. That's a beautiful thing. Let's see here. John says Slash is 11s. Piano wire, bro. Truly. Like, I don't know. Most people don't play 11 gauge strings. I think I go with a 10, which is pretty standard. Or you go with a 9 if you're doing a lot of bending and stuff, and it's a lot easier to bend because it's a lighter gauge string, obviously. Preston says, why is there still no River City Rebels Wikipedia page? That's a good question, Preston. There used to be one for a long time, and I have no idea who made the page, but whoever did knew a lot of information about the River City Rebels, like almost too much information. Like it was stuff that wasn't really out there to the general public, but they knew about it. So I'm not sure, but then it was taken down, and I'm not sure why, which is a shame because it had a lot of really good information and a good way to kind of follow the history. Lincoln says, "Oh man, I guess I'll watch him." That's perfect. John's gonna be pumped about that. I'm gonna be pumped about that. And John says, "Yep, give it away, bro, to someone who wants it." Yeah. Well, Lincoln, I don't know if he necessarily wants it, but he's gonna watch it. And then if he loves it, he gets to keep it. If he doesn't, he gives it back, and then goes back into the collection. I think I have this, like, every format that it's ever been released on. I think I have it. Because I have the DVD, which is like the bigger one. I have the VHS set. I do not have the Blu-ray, so I have not come across this. But once again, if Lincoln's in love with it, but if not, yeah, it's like a library. You check it out, just bring it back. John says he uses nines. Yeah, nines they're fun to play with. They don't kill your fingers. You can do bends. You can do runs with them. It's a lot easier, so it's nice. I've dabbled in nines, but 10 has always been the go-to. We got an Xbox One game here. We got Ice Age. I've never played this one, but I'll give it a shot. Sometimes these ones they can be good. They can be good. Usually simple because they're geared towards kids, but graphically they're always fun. John, I've been playing the heck out of the Xbox One. That game State of Decay is a game I've wanted to play for years. So now I've been playing it the last couple nights, actually. It's a survival horror game, zombie outbreak, and you got to go out into the town and try to gather supplies. And you have I found out you can die permanently. You have a team, so you can rotate your team. I had one of my team members die. I didn't know that they were dead for good. They're done. So pretty cool. And Lincoln says, "I'll borrow them." Laugh out loud. So there it is. Yeah, I figured. Coco Cracker, yo, why don't y'all start a TikTok account? It would blow up. I thought about that, doing some TikTok, only because the old material that we had when we had like the full crew, which there was a bunch of us, Rebel Gaming Club. It was like my idea, but everyone contributed so much to it. We had a full team. That stuff would probably do really well on TikTok. Me just hanging out talking probably wouldn't do so well on TikTok. But yeah, I was thinking about repackaging some of the old stuff and kind of doing clips, whether it be my cat attacking, fellow Rebel Gaming Club members, or Yes Asha Bits, or Mosley, or Papa P, or Preston, or any of the team members that really excelled in like doing like little snippets and bits. Let's see here. John saying, "Glad you're digging it, bro. Just collecting dust here." Yeah, no, I appreciate it, John. That's it's always the good thing, right? If you can kind of get the stuff back into circulation. I've realized that obviously some of my stuff does collect dust because I'm one person. How much can you really do in an afternoon? So you can throw a record on, you can look through a book, you can fire up a video game, but you can only do one thing at a time. Obviously, figure stuff, you get to look at it. It adds like this good feeling in a room, which I'm obviously in a room that has a really good feeling because it's just packed with everything I've ever loved. True. I was going to say something else about my mom's ashes over there, but that's way too dark. We're not doing that right now. Coco says, "Post the Dig Dug song. It'll blow up." Yeah, that's probably a good idea too. I was thinking like, but isn't it short clips? You can only go so long on TikTok. I don't know. I'm clueless to that stuff. I probably should, though. I probably should. State of Decay peak. Yeah, State of Decay. You obviously played it, I'm sure. Preston, yeah, you do. Your TikTok stuff is good. It's really funny, actually. Some of the stuff you've posted, I was like, that's clever. That's really clever. No, John, I appreciate it because obviously this is all stuff you could have just sold, but it is going to a good place. RBK's in the house. Richard Brian Kahn just hanging out, going through the John box here. We've got a lot of cool stuff. Probably the coolest thing, I'll just recap real quick. We got a vintage Alf, fam. How cool is that? That's an OG one right there. And an OG Billy Ray Cyrus t-shirt. Look at that. World Tour 1998. I was just graduating. Billy Ray Cyrus was out there tearing it up. We're back at it right here. We got some more DVDs. We got the complete Harry Potter collection, 8-film collection. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched like the last 4. I need to. I feel bad. I haven't done that, but I need to. It'll happen. You watch, it will happen. Girlfriend's always nagging me. She's like, well, we can watch them. I'm like, I know, but like, I don't know. Lincoln, you've seen all the Harry Potters? You were saying you read all the books, right? Working with Lincoln, man, he's 16 and he don't like movies all that much. He likes Back to the Future. So that's about it. This is cool, John. Good Boys. What a movie. I love like these like coming of age films where it's, an adventure, a day out, just some friends, kids, fucking shit up, having a good time. Really good movie. I haven't seen it since it first came out, so definitely rewatch that. We got a Tom Brady story, Becoming the GOAT. That's cool too. What a story with Tom Brady. We lucked out growing up in New England here, having Tom Brady as our quarterback for the last, X amount of years. That's a lot of winning right there. We got spoiled with. Yeah, that shirt, that Billy Ray Cyrus shirt is on point. No joke. Lincoln saying, yep, read all the books and seen all the movies. All right, so there's another thing you've seen, Lincoln. You're holding out on me there. John saying, what up, RBK? Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this is cool. We got one of these Galaga mini arcades. I've seen these before too. These are great. Tiny, battery operated, don't take up much space. Very cool. All about it. And I just wish I could go back in time and relive the moment of first going into an arcade, because it was magical. And you go in now, it's not the same. Unfortunately, I've tried. It's fun, but it's not the same feeling you have when you're younger and this stuff was like fresh and you're like, whoa, what is this? I was lucky. My Uncle Rick, he'd bring me to the arcade all the time. We had one right in town, so every Saturday he had off, we would go. Give me $10 worth of coins. We'd do it up. It's a good time. RBK says that Billy Ray shirt, right? How cool is that? Truly. Lincoln saying just doesn't have the attention span for movies. Well, Star Wars, you're going to have the attention for it, let me tell you. All right, so we got some more like comic style books here, like I don't even know what they call these, like the bigger ones, like the full story, but Archie's meets Batman 66. Are you kidding me? two things I love. Batman 66, I love so much. Like love, love, love Batman 66. And Archie stuff, like I love the records. I love Bubblegum Pop. You know, a couple years ago I went through a phase where it was like soaking in all the bubblegum music, and Archie's had like multiple albums. There was like 3 or 4 albums. I just ordered one of their vinyl off of Discogs. It's like a best of, that's a dual record pack. So cool. And obviously I've been collecting all the Batman 66 stuff lately too. Got some more Simpson comics. Compendiums here, volume 1, which these are the ones to get right here, because it really just, you know, you're good to go. Because the separate, like if you're getting individual comics, it's really hard to catch up and know what's going on. But compendiums, bang, you're good to go. Start right there. Oh, this is cool. Charlie Brown, here we go again. A Peanuts collection. Love it. Love it so much. That's a thing I would love to collect. They made the Peanuts through the years. There's these really nice books. I have like 4 volumes. You can kind of see it right there in that area. I have 4 of them that go through the years, but as the years go, it gets more expensive, unfortunately. Go to the comments. Matt saying old school Batman is great. It really is. It's so much fun. It's so cheesy. And the actors, come on now. It's just so over the top. So wonderful. You can't pop on Batman 66 and not feel good. Let's see. I mean, Richard Brian Kahn, if you're looking for a Billy Ray Cyrus, he's got a second one. John's the only guy I know that's got 2 Billy Ray Cyrus tour t-shirts. That's hardcore. Let's see here. I have my original Adrenalize. Oh, wow. That's incredible too. So you have an original Def Leppard tour shirt. Those tour t-shirts, especially Def Leppard stuff, pricey stuff. So that's really cool that you still have it. I'm sure you wore the heck out of it too. You know, you had to, right? It's like go to see Def Leppard live, especially on that tour. That would have been a good time to see him. And the ticket stub. John, you can't be parting with that kind of stuff. That's like hardcore memory stuff. That's like, man, be able to see Def Leppard. The fact you got the stuff and the shirt, incredible stuff. Love it. So I'm trying to figure out, John, like years past, were you like collecting stuff? How was it? Was it like this? Like same idea? Were you just like, you go to yard sales, you go thrifting? How was it? Or you just had random stuff that you liked? I can't tell. I don't know. I'm curious about that. Let me see if there's anything else here. I think that's about it for this part of the. Let me see. Oh, there's one other thing here. This was another vintage. I don't know if you can see it. That's REO Speedwagon right there. Live 93. That's cool too. Fun fact, REO Speedwagon was one of my mom's favorite bands. She really dug them. That and Air Supply. She was all about both of those groups. I do remember that well. Yeah. So that's pretty awesome to see. John saying, I don't wear it, bro. Memories are in my melon. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, if it's something you are just collecting dust and you don't care about it anymore, feel free. I love this stuff. I think it's so cool. Because this is stuff you just aren't gonna see. You aren't gonna see, I guess if you go out thrifting, you get lucky every once in a while, like, and find a t-shirt that's kind of cool that was a tour t-shirt, vintage. Because everyone's like trying to search for that stuff these days because people, they want it. They want it back in their lives, I guess. Yes. John saying I used to thrift and collect. All right, so you did both. So very similar thing here, but you were doing it much earlier than I was, I'm assuming, if I had to guess. Now you just collect guitars and albums. I think that's a good thing to collect, to be honest with you. Albums, always fun to collect. They do take up some space. Me and Richard Brian Connor realizing that at moments. You were just like, man, we got a lot of records. But there's so much fun. So much fun to find. And guitars, I have a nice collection. It's nowhere near yours, but it's solid. It is solid. But those take up so much space too, unless you got a room dedicated to it. It's such a cool setup you have. Let's see here. Woodburyans in the house. What's up, Woodburyan? Yeah, thanks. Just going through the John stuff, having a good time, hanging out. John saying there is a store on Main Street in Littleton that sells vintage shirts. I'm sure. And I've been to Littleton, and I know the price of the stuff up there. And it's like going to Woodstock, Vermont, or Hanover, New Hampshire. It's expensive. It's an expensive town. Yeah, so you're not gonna, like, in general, you're not gonna find vintage shirts that are affordable, And John's saying, yeah, much earlier on the thrifting and that stuff. Yeah, you're ahead of the game. I remember when I was in high school, I used to go yard sailing, and that's how I started my vinyl collection. For years, I never spent more than $1 on a record, and I had a few hundred records. Not until the pandemic hit, and then I was like, you know what? I think I can spend some money on records I want, and it opened up a floodgate. Unfortunately, now I have a ton of records, but all for the good, because I love music and it's inspiring. Show them the Scooby-Doo. Oh yeah, Woodbury. We got we got a lot of cool stuff. Woodbury. Look, I don't know if you're still hanging, but we got the Mystery Machine. Man, like the deluxe model right here, which I think is so cool. Along with the action figures too. Hold on one second. And the action figures. Let me see. Oh boy, I got them buried. Oh no. All right. I don't. No, they're down here. They're down here. Once again, Dick Dastardly right there with the chin, the iconic chin, and Muttley, who's always laughing. He's like, shut up. That kind of deal. Yeah, just good looking figures. So yeah, those are awesome. I love them. Cage is in the house. What's up, Cage? Just hanging out here. Yeah, Woodbury knows vintage tees are super hot right now. They are. So Woodbury does a lot of reselling, and I'm sure if you look for clothes, like I have friends too that they go to the thrift and just look for vintage T-shirts, especially the band T-shirts, because that's easy stuff to sell online on eBay. So truth right there. That stuff is awesome. Just historically wise, it's cool as well. What's Matt saying? There are so many old band shirts that I regret throwing away to clear up space. Yeah, I hear that. I kept all my shirts that I got from other bands when I went on tour with them. You know, everything from Voodoo Glow Skulls to Suicide Machines to Rancid shirts. I kept them all. So I have like a whole bin full of shirts of obscure bands, bigger known bands. Um, so yeah, I do have a bunch, and it's weird that the punk rock T-shirts don't people don't care about them as much as like obviously the bigger rock bands. Maybe they will one day. Maybe it's just too soon. Maybe 20 years isn't long enough. I guess I don't know. Tough to say, but I hear you. I've definitely gotten rid of shirts because they're falling apart. Preston, I do not have Sugar Cult shirts. No. No. I had a bunch of stickers at one point, but even those, I think I'm down to like one sticker that's in the collection, but the rest. I remember Marco, when we made friends with Marco from Sugar Cult, he just like gave a bunch of like random promotional stuff and CDs, but that was a long time ago. So the fact that one sticker lasted out of all that was pretty, it was a miracle, to be honest. Preston, I guess that's cool. I was never a big Yellow Card fan, to be honest. Like out of all those pop punk bands, I think All American Rejects or Bowling for Soup were the only two that I actually thought, thought highly of. The rest I was like, man, this is just too pretty. I couldn't relate to it. It wasn't much I could relate to those. But it's cool they're getting back together, For someone like you, I know you're a big fan, so there it is right there. It's your chance to go rock it out. A Mount St. Helens shirt that says on the back says "Gut Ash." That's pretty funny. Good novelty shirt right there for certain. Um, yeah, this has been fun. It's been really good. Hold on, I need a drink here. My throat's getting a little dry. Tasty. I've been watching you guys seen that show Barry? It just came back for season 3. And it's so good. If you guys are looking for a show to watch, it's about a hitman who wants to become an actor to not be a hitman. And it's really wonderful and funny. I watched that. I watched The Northman. You heard about that movie, The Northman? That just came out. I watched it. I wasn't that impressed, but maybe, other people probably are, but just not me. What else did I just watch? I think I'm gonna go on a Woody Allen kick. I think I'm gonna start watching Woody Allen movies because I just watched one the other night and it was fun. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Oh, John, you forgot you have a signed Bowling for Soup poster for you. You can't. You love Bowling for Soup. You love Bowling for Soup way more than I love Bowling for Soup. How is that not hanging on your room, your guitar room? I feel like that would be like one of those posters you'd have to have hanging. That's cool though. That is cool. Dan did watch Nobody movie was Cage. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. Rewrite that and I'll come back to it. What else we got going on? I found some video games this week at the thrift, which was shocking. It hasn't happened in a long time, but we found some. So next week's worst pickup will be some video games. That's something cool. That and I found a cool box set. It's weird when you think about stuff of things you really want and you put it out there, you're like, I'm thinking about it. And the next thing you know, at the thrift store, it's the one thing that's sitting there. That's happened so many times to me. So I had one of those moments a couple days ago. What else here? Wood Baron missed a large vintage metal sign haul today by 10 minutes. Still sick. That's a bummer. Because we know those, like when you say vintage, like metal signs, are we talking like motor oil? I'm sure it's got to be like motor oil stuff, right? Gas station signs type style. It's Wood Baron's down south, so I'm assuming that stuff is pretty popular. Yeah, there's nothing worse than missing out on something like that, and you just had sped up whatever you were doing by a few minutes. It would have been yours. There'll be another one. Stay persistent. That's all you can do, right? Oh, John bought two. One for me, one for you. Oh, well, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, always cool then. I appreciate that, John. Anytime you can, get a signed poster. That's what's cool. Obviously Bowling for Soup had their moment and they kind of, they had a really good run there for a minute. But then after that stuff goes away, you kind of go back to normal. And it's cool, especially a band like that. They still release music, they still play, they still do cool stuff. It's nice. What do they say? Fame is fleeting. Is that what they say? So is that the saying? I was thinking about it today because there's a lot of people, a lot of people that were happening at one point that aren't happening anymore. So how do you live life after that and kind of how do you react to that? I guess is what I was thinking. Bowling for Soup is one of those groups though. It's like, fuck it. We're going to do what we've always done. Make some music, have a good time. So you got to respect that. Preston, I am not watching the NHL playoffs. I am watching the NBA playoffs, though. And the Boston Celtics are killing it. And it looks like we're going to be heading to the finals here. And Trevor Story, thanks for that, Preston. You gave us a bum. The Red Sox signed a bum. Action movie. He was a hitman, retired, then changed, and then we beat up Russian mob. They went after him, and he kicked butt. Nobody. All right. Nobody. I got to remember that. That's what it's all about. All right. I can get behind that. Oh, no. My bad. It was Records. Fat Fingers. Oh, Metal Records. Oh, no. All right. Now that makes me sad. Metal Signs. I'm like, well, I guess if you like metal signs and you got a barn and you want to hang them up, I guess. Metal Records. Bummer. I'm sure it was good stuff too, because if it's like a vintage lot, you probably had some Ozzy, some Iron Maiden in there. Maybe if you're lucky, some Metallica and Megadeth. It's probably some Judas Priest, some Saxon. Dang. Bummer, man. You got an extra Gordon Lightfoot extra signed. I do enjoy me some Gordon Lightfoot. Heck yeah, John. I mean, if you got an extra, don't be sending me yours saying it's an extra. Don't be doing that. Because I know you're way too generous at moments and you'd be like, just take mine. No. I don't want to do that. But if you got an extra, that's the purpose of it. I would love it. Do not remind me of that. The Trevor Story from the Rockies. Preston loves the Colorado Rockies, so losing him to Boston, it hurt. Richard Brian Kahn, what are you doing right now, man? What are you doing? Hanging out? Rocking some records? Man, that haul we went through the other night, seeing all those records, that's a haul. That is a haul. Haul of the year, really. Oh, John saying it's got a certificate too, which is cool. It's always good to have certificates with stuff. But sometimes I don't even care if it has a certificate because I'm like, I got a Magic Johnson autograph um, poster thing. It's got no certificate. I don't even know if it's real. I don't even care. To me, it's real. Come to find out, it's not. Funny story. I have a baseball a coworker gave me that it was owned by his father. Um, this coworker I worked with, he's 60 years old. So his father passed away. He got the ball. And then he went to, like, his father told him all these years this autographed baseball was autographed by all the Yankees back in, like, I don't know, like Mickey Mantle, days. So this thing was chocked full. He brought it to the shop to get it appraised and looked at, and they're like, this is fake. So for years, the story of this Yankees baseball existed as being something real. Come to find out, who knows where his father got it, but he thought it was real. Come to find out, it wasn't. I still have it because I don't know. Something doesn't seem quite right. Like, how do you have a fake baseball autographed by the Yankees back in the 50s and 60s? I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. I still think it could be legit. Wouldn't that be cool if it was legit? Something. RBK says just chilling. Just chilling, hanging out. You hanging out? Where are you hanging out right now? You in the record room with the video games? Is that where you hang out on the computer? The laptop? Lincoln, the co-worker is no longer there. He doesn't work there anymore. His name was Greg. I worked with him for 8 years, 9 years. We were very close, so it was cool. This baseball myth was always there. Autographed baseball by the Yankees. Come to find out, he said it wasn't real. I don't know if I believe him. I think it still is real. We'll find out. Oh, kitchen table fam. I haven't had a kitchen table in like 15 years. But you got to have a kitchen table because you got a family. See, I can just eat on my lap. Woodburian says the guy that bought the record collection showed me what was in there: AC/DC, Megadeth, Metallica, Judas, and a ton more. Over 150 records, some sealed. Oh, that hurts. What a bummer. And was the price good? That's the real big question. Was it priced accordingly? RBK saying, Jesus. Way late, but had to stop in and say hi. Thanks, Jeff. How's everything going with you, man? How's everything? I feel like it's been a little bit. I saw you at work briefly, and but haven't really kept up with what's going on. Hopefully everything's going all right. Highlight of the night: this vintage Alf plush right here. Look at it. Just look at it. I got a metal TV tray up there, and now this is going to go right next to that metal tray. Perfect companion. Oh no. $2 each. Oh. John just said wood. Now I am sick. Yeah, that. God. Let's hope whoever got it like is appreciating it, isn't just gonna like flip all the records. They're like, man, I have an instant collection of good stuff. Jeff said got hit with COVID last week. Last COVID issue was a false positive. Got hit hard. It was the worst. It's bad right now with the COVID stuff. We got coworkers at work that are getting sick, which is a bummer. Not good. Not good. But you got cleared to go back to work Sunday, so feeling better today. That's good. I was thinking about you actually yesterday. I was playing Nine Lives by Aerosmith. I just found it at the thrift. What are your thoughts on Nine Lives by Aerosmith? It's pretty bad. Like, it's got like 3 really good tracks, and then it's just packed full of filler. That Desmond Child songwriting shit, it's so cheesy at moments, especially when it's like the mid-tempo kind of bluesy bland stuff, not like the more high strung rock and roll stuff, which they do a couple tracks on there. Tough record. Joey didn't play a lot on the record. Interesting. That is interesting. It is a tough record, right? But there's a couple tracks. The opening track's ripper. So John's saying, "Feel better, Jeff." So yeah. Oh, RBK says it's so bad. It is, but I had to grab it because I feel like Nine Lives is the one that you don't see as often. You see Pump all the time. And what's the other one? Big Ones or what? Yeah, I think there's those 3 in a row that they released. They had like Desmond Child writing for them. It's no Permanent Vacation, you know what I'm saying? I love that record. Uh-oh. John says 9 Lives. Caca. It's bad. It is bad. It was so bad that the girlfriend was with me and she's like, looked at me and she's like, "You fucking like this?" I was like, "I like the first 2 songs." I was a little embarrassed playing it. She's like, "You like this?" It's true. I'm not even lying. And she just walked in the door. Watch this. Courtney, remember when you said that Aerosmith was fucking awful?
No, I said that one song.
Oh, you're saying that one song?
That one song was bad.
Okay, she sang one song, but the rest of it was the one song I thought was good. She thought it sucked, but then the rest of the record really did suck. So, Get a Grip. That's the last good one. Yeah, Get a Grip is good. Why am I thinking Big Ones? Is Big Ones a collection or is that an actual album? Yep, Get a Grip. John, there is a lot of COVID here. There is. Like, the girlfriend works in the hospital, so she's kind of aware on numbers, She's aware of things, and it seems the numbers are higher now than they were, when people were really freaking out about it. So I don't know what to make of it. 9 Lives can't hold a flame to Get a Grip. All right, yeah. Big Ones was a greatest hits. Okay, that's what I'm getting confused. And that was like a later one, hits collection, obviously. That had all the stuff from the last few years. Honkin' on Bobo is the worst piece of shit by Aerosmith ever. I saw it Honkin' on Bobo at the thrift and I left it. I'm like, I'm not even getting this. It's such a piece of shit. I remember they did a limited release of that when it came out with a harmonica. Honkin' on Bobo. Turd sandwich. I like Aerosmith Lightning Strikes far better. Yep. And Jeff is saying that compilation had a couple new tracks, Deuces, Walk on Water, etc. Yeah, it's kind of like when Motley Crue did their greatest hits and they added, like 2 new songs. Oh no, Jeff. You loved Honkin' on Bobo? No. RBK say Permanent Vacation was my jam. RBK, I think it was our age because like that was our record. It was coming out when we were kids. We were old enough to get it. Shit's good. I still love it. Lincoln says Honkin' on Bobo is the worst album title ever. It is. It's fucking stupid. It's really stupid. No, that cover's not sexy. Wasn't it a bunch of covers? I feel like the whole album was covers. Wow, who would have thought Aerosmith at the end of this John package was going to be so good? Aerosmith's tough, man. Their good stuff is really good. Their bad stuff's really bad. And I gotta say, early albums by Aerosmith, there's always like 3 songs that are killer on each record, and then it's just filler. They're the, like king of filler, really. It's true. Like I don't know if there's like a good album from start to finish by Aerosmith. I'm just saying. I'm being honest here. I'm being truthful. I love Aerosmith, but they don't make really good albums. They make really good songs. Oh, I saw that. Steven Tyler is back in rehab. Jesus. It's all covers. Honkin' on Bobo. Yeah. He's 74 years old and back in fucking rehab. I can't imagine. Nope. Nope. You guys hear about Ray Liotta, the actor, dying today? That was sad. RBK says facts. How about the Joe Perry project? I love him. I love Joe Perry too. I don't think the Joe Perry project album is very good. Him as a guitar player, wonderful. Riffs are great. Nothing to complain about. Yeah. Yeah, Joe, I don't know how Steven Tyler's made it this far either. It's a lot of good drugs. I guess you get a lot of good money, you get good drugs like Keith Richards, you know. They last forever. The Joe Perry project released in the 2000s was shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine it's really bad. Well, guys, the girlfriend just got home. I made some vegan pizza. It's in the oven. I think I'm going to go heat it up. We're going to have a pizza party, watch some Barry. Stranger Things season 4 comes out tomorrow. I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's going to be good. Fred Ward, yeah, passed away too. Yeah, we've a lot of like actors have been passing away, musicians. Bummer. Yeah, Jeff, be safe. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. No, we're not. 9 lives. It got 2 playthroughs, and I was like, nope, we're done here. We're done. So that's it. Big ones. That's all I need. I'll get the good songs from that. So everyone have a good night. We'll see you next week for a proper like filmed pickup video. I'm sure it'll air on Wednesday because I did find some video games. So we'll go through that. And everyone have a good night. Till next time. Thanks again, John. Appreciate you so much. Everyone have a good night and do what you do and toodaloo.